Hello again. Welcome to That's English.
Hello.
Today we're going to look at life in the future.
Yes. In our documentary, we visit a town which doesn't exist.
Can you explain what you mean by a town that doesn't exist?
It's a town that will be built in the next 20 years.
That's right, and it will be completely green. Northwest Bicester will be the first totally sustainable and eco-friendly town in the UK.
So when you say sustainable and eco-friendly, you mean the residents will do things like recycling their waste?
Well, yes, that's part of it, but we all do that already, right?
Yes, most of the time.
Well, you should do it all the time. Anyway, today we're going to learn a lot more about being eco-friendly, so pay attention.
I will, I promise.
Good. So now it's time to go off to Northwest Bicester. And while you're watching the documentary, listen for the answer to the question. Why will Northwest Bicester become a town to live, work and play in?
Imagine a town where the main method of transport is the bicycle. A town where the air is free from pollution. A place where recycling waste and saving energy are a way of life for everyone. An impossible dream? Only 10 miles away from the ancient and busy city of Oxford, on this site there will soon be a new type of town. This town of the future is called Northwest Bicester, and it will be Britain's first eco-town. At the moment, there is only a demonstration building. But over the next 20 years, they are going to build 5,000 new houses like these. But what will make Northwest Bicester more eco-friendly than other towns? We met Azil Strong, who works for Northwest Bicester, and asked her about the project.
It's one of 4 eco-towns in the UK, and it's looking at being one of the most sustainable places to live, work and raise a family.
But the plans go much further than that. Louise Caves, who also works for the project, explained the implications of living in a green town.
Every single resident that moves into Northwest Bicester will commit to thinking about how their lifestyle is beneficial to the environment.
Of course, all the houses in Northwest Bicester will be eco-friendly.
They will keep warm in the winter and stay nice and cool in the summer. They will generate their own electricity through solar panels on the roofs. They will recycle rainwater to flush the toilets within the home.
But it is not just the houses that will be green and sustainable. This eco-town will be a place to live, work and play. Steve Hornblow explains.
Of the 5,000 homes, we have to create a job for each home. We also have to have 40% of the land for open space. There will be better public transport. There will be also places for the people to meet and greet and places for children to play within the town.
Are there any other changes which will benefit the lives of residents?
We try to use local businesses as much as possible, which will grow and provide more jobs for the area.
The eco-town should be completed in 2032. Looking further into the future, the changes planned here should mean a strong sense of community for everyone.
I think that the residents that move into Northwest Bicester will have an exceptionally good quality of life.
So the Northwest Bicester experiment is beginning. Will it be the model for all towns in the future? Only time will tell.
Wow, I'd like to live there.
Yeah, me too.
Are you sure, Ashley? Don't forget, residents will have to leave their car at home in the garage.
But I love my car.
Exactly. I don't think you're ready to live in a green town.
but they won't finish building it until 2032.
That's true. Anyway, can you say the question again?
Sure. We asked, why will North West Bicester become a town to live, work and play in?
Let's watch again.
This eco-town will be a place to live, work and play. Steve Hornblow explains.
Of the 5,000 homes, we have to create a job for each home. We also have to have 40% of the land for open space. There will be better public transport. There will be also places for the people to meet and greet and places for children to play within the town.
So, North West Bicester will be a town to live, work and play in because there will be a job for each home, better transport and lots of open space.
So what did you find most interesting?
I thought it was a great idea to use rainwater to flush the toilets. It rains very often in Britain. How about you?
Well, it's amazing that they're going to create a job for every home.
Yes, that's an innovation which could really change society.
Living in a green home, in a green town, and with a job, that sounds like paradise.
Yes, it's a very optimistic picture. Let's see now if our friends from different English-speaking countries are so positive about the future.
Good idea.
OK, so we asked, what social changes do you expect to see in your country in the next 10 years? Let's see.
I feel that people won't be going out as much because of the financial climate, so people won't be able to afford to. So I think the family is going to become stronger in the next 10 years.
We have had massive Chinese immigration into New Zealand. 75% of all the houses sold are to Chinese families. So that's bound to have a huge social impact, the change of language and traditions.
I expect more or less everything social to become electronic. Whereas nowadays quite a few things are still face-to-face, I think most things will become electronic.
I think the next big social change we'll see in Jamaica will be in the area of gay rights.
Based on what I've watched happen over the previous 10 years, I would say that I'd like to think that America is becoming more progressive and will only continue to become more progressive over the next 10 years.
I would hope that immigration laws would be changed so we become even more multicultural than we are already.
People think we'll be going out less in the future. That's interesting.
Yes, and wasn't it fascinating how many of them talked about society becoming more progressive, más tolerante?
Greater respect for gay rights.
Yes, and that will be a positive thing.
That's right, lots of optimism.
Great. Anyway, time for our next road trip. Today, Katie and Sam are going to their first destination in Wales.
And they're also going to find out about green living in a very interesting place, the Centre for Alternative Technology. So while you watch, try to answer this. What type of energy does the Cliff Railway use?
Let's watch.
So, you always wanted to come here? I dream of going to Paris, not a forest in Wales.
Welcome to the Centre for Alternative Technology. Oh, you'll love it here. You try to live your life green, don't you?
Yes, of course.
Come on then, we're going on the Cliff Railway.
Wow. How does this railway work?
I don't know. Let's ask.
Oh, excuse me. Hello.
Could you tell us what mechanism the railway uses?
Well, it's quite simple, really. The tank in the bottom train is empty. We fill the tank in the top train with water, and the weight of the top train coming down pulls the bottom train up.
Awesome, awesome.
Thanks so much.
No problem. Cheers.
Right then, let's go on it.
Let's go. Hey, they put grass on the roof. Cool.
It's turf, Sam, not grass.
Okay, they put turf on the roof. Cool. Katie, look, it's the compost display.
Oh, yeah.
You know, this is an awesome idea. No more wasting food.
Yes, it's great for plants and much less to put in the rubbish. Right, Sam, I'm going to go and sit in the wind seat. Are you coming?
Sure. After coming here, are you planning to change anything about the way you live?
Yes, absolutely. I love the idea of the turf roofs. They're beautiful, it's a great idea.
What did you think of the compost display?
I love that too. I'm going to try that at home. I'm going to put leftover food on the compost. It's better than putting it in the rubbish.
It's amazing what you can learn here, isn't it?
Yeah, you realise you can use alternative sources of energy at home too.
Well, thanks a lot. Really nice to meet you.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.
It was really inspiring. So, where to now?
How about some exercise, Sam?
Okay.
What a great idea, putting turf on the roof.
Yes, the turf, el césped, keeps the house warm and plants and insects can live in it.
It's very clever. I should try that on my roof.
But you live in a ground floor flat.
Oh, yes. I forgot about that. Anyhow, did you find the answer to the question? It was, what type of energy does the Cliff Railway use? Let's watch it again.
Oh, excuse me.
Hello.
Could you tell us what mechanism the railway uses?
Well, it's quite simple, really. The tank in the bottom train is empty. We fill the tank in the top train with water, and the weight of the top train coming down pulls the bottom train up.
So the answer is the Cliff Railway uses water power.
That's right. Do you think one day all cars and trains will use water as fuel, like the Cliff Railway?
Yes, maybe. One day they will.
Yeah, let's hope so, especially if they use seawater.
Well, it's time to say goodbye. See you in the next programme of That's English.
Yes. Bye-bye.